in 2022, the media coalition against galamsey, as led by Dr. Kenashibe, the Kusi ID ho, at the office of special prosecutor ho,
and lawyer Martin Pebu.
Say Akonta mining is engaging in galamsey.
I see.
Sa allegation by no investigation in po and then President Kufuor on 4th January 2023 be clear Akonta mining. And then Ghana ha. Why name say Akonta mining omoye galamsey? In fact, ye chill on Tano Nimri Forest no. They don't have a mining lease yes omunkoye mining wo. And to know omu jina so ye dey. Excavators over 31 na ye chill no. Na e was asase no so ye dey ye dey. And under MPP et said the professor from Paul Boateng kan no. And it said the Titus Glover, former Greater Accra Regional Minister, Kennedy Japan, and seasoned MPP in Penny for about Tibeka said, not a MPP are buying no more penny for and a galamsey no more ye.
So, Doctor, what are you guys waiting?
So, what we are doing is, Yasha say, say, dozens of people have been arrested. Yet, you do Mujama, quite so. Galamsey so the excavator it is in the custody of Ghana Police Service. It will not happen to say they see and the MPP. Excavators and we must tackle the issue head on. And I'm a body defense minister, Dr. Manebo Amabaso, the lands minister, the interior minister, Omar Kabum, and Santo Koya Yeko against Galamsey. MPP for share that they say Mebuno Amu Boasene Takwa. Sanya mabunu na eye one penny for na eye mabunu bia na obetimi ato excavator 31 obi owo sky dey to excavator 31 on be galamsey say asema make count here.
Yeah, sure.
Eye aban mu penny fo akese a na omo ye MPP for na eye sa galamsey no.
But I'm not sure we've ever heard say abayachi galamsey as for be legal miners for be a prosecution man or democrat could not send DBM. You started come if you have any of them.
Yes, of course, there is no doubt. Maybe both various forest reserves are.
No, for the forest reserves, they say now I said that. And
yes,
but so who are the notable names we are looking at?
Some of them are not politicians, and
no problem. We are interested.
But on 23rd February 2025, okay, evaluate Ajomorojira. Ye chinipa 15 many okasei omuwomwa ye arrange omo for court.
Are they still in police custody?
Oh yes. Oko on 5th March 2025, Upper West Regional Security Council omo arrested nipa 73 in the Tilly Forest. Omujina emrenim. 11th March ye che nipa 12 Tano Anya Forest. 13th March ye che about 8 people in the Subri Forest. Met me on and on and on. On 14th March, Yachi Nipa Bebresa in the Bosome Frehun district. No more yet illegal mining. Yachi or Machi or Galams, or excavators in the Chamfine over the Yejuma. That is how galamsey is being fought. Of course, there are a lot of Ghanaians Amujidi say a slow play, but the point is that Sa galamsey Akosu in the last I'm talking about deeply seated.
Yeah.
Mechanized galamsey omo use excavators akese over 30 more 50 no akoso over 8 years and now from say within this short time if you want to be honest to the people baby Ghana policy we must be honest adena koso over 8 years in fact a juma excavator ba ko betimi aye in one day you will be shocked. I mean no can say TV3 premises excavator betimi 30 minutes ejure na egu. And imagine say obi wo excavator 51 no general so the damage those excavators will cause no you will be shocked. But President Mahama or say one banning all politically exposed persons from engaging in mining when you galamsey mining untimi nya mining so we are buying money pa na
all politically exposed persons.
Number 2 or say mining in forest reserves were cheap, mining in river bodies were cheap. These are far-reaching measures are abandoning ye. Ya launch river gata. Omo ye mabuno omo do nature omo do insuo. Omo ye whistle blowers. They are liaising with naval units of Ghana Armed Forces said the who suspicious activities via as far as galamsey is concerned, they report it. There are many measures are binding taking. As I sit here, Ghana for me shamable. Be rest assured, so for the first time in the history of Ghana, abayin bi aba ye kun galamsey. Now we yes, akonta mining. Apart from Omwankasa excavators in the machine say was asaswa ye galamsey no. Almost cha forest reserves I know the atom. Enti forest reserve one chain no makoton ma obi 300,000 Ghana cedi 3 billion no mo sanje e ho kickback what you say your free charters just omoton asase na enkofo no eye galamsey wo so no na every week bia o ma sanje obusika $3 billion, $20,000.
It's my establishment.
Because almost say almost 250 grams of gold from Nippon on the assassin man. 250 grams of gold, $20,000 or $21,000. Into on the money partner every week will make it $200,000.
Dr. Buame, what so far no? Are they facing prosecution or they have just been arrested?
This week you will see say you do mujina emrenima.
That be this week.
Of course. And the government is doing something. All we need from the people of Ghana, they here from Ghana for more support, more encouragement. And our minister Umuno.
Yeah.
Now support no. Now also because even though now we knew say galamsey as a crew. But the extent of damage ya cause Ghana no minister no na ne raho. But this is a minister wa born homodenya oni other sector ministers akamboma omo crack it down on illegal mining.
I see.
What did they make an say? Because over the last 8 years the level of destruction across so mining leases a dia microphobia. Evidence available said because they had leanings to MPP in Romania as we know. Omo de adwin bone na yedwuma no. Omo ko gina so hu no metu. In fact, last week na me Western region and Cobra River no e bi mo blocking no. That is how wicked people can actually be. And Cobra River no you are blocking on na inso na ba slowly no mo de wash. Omo good no. What you say? The point I want to make to the people of Ghana, say galamsey kono yebekun. The government is committed. Now the entire yentini kono say because of politically exposed persons are omumu odu asika krobo. So they are the one government.
Are they bigger than Ghana?
They can never be bigger than Ghana. And I can tell you on all authority. Say if investigations conducted, prosecution ebe koso court. If a contaminant na belonging to chairman, won't to me or MPP chairman in the Ashanti region. If Ishishemu Bede say indeed he is guilty, and I say no cre say we flouting licenses and man no illegal mining. I can tell you on authority say the leadership of a contaminant they will go to jail, and I will not be surprised if chairman want to be himself goes to jail. Yes. And I believe say Ghana for do any better because you cannot have a situation now. Ye two abama say believe or mine. Ye the Ghana Japadi actions because of who or political leanings inti or the Ghana Japadi no or say Ghana say Ghana. But we cannot encourage something like that.
Let's talk about Honum Malicious. My member of Honum na I don't know if Nessa more kind you also have something to say on that.
Okay. My member conscience na menchia or her phone.
But it's all Cambono there. Cambono be na yenti.
Member conscience na menchia or her phone na menchia NDC food na menchia minister me ba na mi ti say o ka say suna o sun you know na bet emuya
ade se moya
emuya say won say aduma na be dia hye ne nsa no say o tena ase na say ukọ e bia ana say o hwe nsase a ese na o hwe nsu a ese ya ese utimi su eno no nko akra na eso so won say there was a time na utumfo eko kekus I think say na oko afashe bi kekus na udu river prahu na oye ayi amamre wo ho no na wo hwe bra camera no koto nsuo no so no na chese asefim nsuo na da na chise pituin watch us here se ohwa there was a time otumfo ne ebimu hyiaye na oka galamsey asem ya na oka se na hemfo Onua na hemfo a one be ahyia no onim se ebimu ye den ebimu eyibi hwe galamsey ya ye kan yi no se ohwe nipa be ye involve ebi wo ha onye politician nanso esanse menkan se nkomo a ye di nyina no President Mama ayede Ghana ashe say politician
yeah
yes so ye buha say ye politicians enti se koba ne say enipa benim de a senka they should know better start say be ye niema ense na enfata say den yetimi eka ho asem na akontaman na asem ya abetodwai me mahu press release bi abedi aba beche say be nyade abeye galamsey ewo sa forest reserve for na amanfo eka me mahu press release bi abedi aba
from where
I just am
from Akontaman
yes Akontaman limited what you say na mom se odo asem imu asukwa ade ba ko ese nya etimti ase ese se wo no wo release se oye ebia galamsey anase se oye mining na wo ye no tise na menua yi kan wo so sign grant amanfo access se nipa no koyade no e wo baabi ne enu kwan se oya once a wo mom no o grant nipa no access no wo mom ni ese den ye chew watch us here enti ebetimi aye no kre se ebia Akontaman na nkasa enko nimri forest honum enkoye ebia galamsey anase onkotu gold ewo honum na nso sense ono wa grant amanfo access na benu bawura honum de ese etimi yeden yetimi chew enura ya chi abekochi no beko enipa 51 emu China for nkwa 8 excavators about 30 about 30 any tuo ahodo a eka ho a ni nyina no beye den beje na se wotena Ghana ha isi na se woye saa aniamo ho nsem wi wabreko a wo no woye Ashanti regional chairman woye politician yaka adi galamsey yaka ho asem aka na wunse sometimes no enye nwanwa kire se obeka ya Dr. Frimpong reporter or the buyer ne nsema okafa galamsey no kire se ope babia galamsey no koso pa babia se start free na ye anka ne abandadan mu horum ayi offense president Akufo-Addo ne nakache pe ne na amanfo eden to galamsey o kai party hiaska Sasem no party hiaska enti na be sha amanfo kutupa ema beden be ye galamsey sane be ya at least be betimi anya sika na be dey support and as sponsor
the run wo ho ye den
se ayi emra no afi ne aban foforo aiden aba na President Mama committed within 4 months you know yahu action land minister and forestry commission aiden ateki what you say na me gidi say sa week here yati asimu you know ba say di begina emra no aban no di bebe den ebegina emra no nipa abekochi be ewo forest horum no directors no bia enye den enka ho te se ne na menua yi kan no ba na be wo site abeya adwuma no be ni sika abede to ayi excavator enti se obi director na so ono no tena ne office na otimi maamanfo akwanya ema beko baabi enu kwan se beko forest ni nsuo ho ekoye galamsey sa nipa no so ese etim di medina mra no enti enye ba yache be no keke but me gidi say directors na be ye involved no abema amanfo sa access to ayi forest home no ese be nyina be ko gina mra no wontimu emobi enkotu galamsey na wo wontena office na ochina bi no yakwa akwachi nipa na ono no ɔkɔ tu galamsey kɔ pɛ 2 cedis bi o sɛ 3 cedis kɔtɔ ayigare ni beans no yɛanya ne saa na sɛ yɛtumi kye directors na mimi gidie sɛ ɛbɛyɛ akwansidie ɛde ama foforɔ sɛ obi nso a ɔto hɔ no ma ɔyɛ similar thing no ɛbɛsua adeɛ afim enti no week ya yasi ni no yɛn nyinaa yɛ expect sɛ bibi saa ɛbɛtumi akɔ so wate aseɛ
mate Ivan
Yebi
I see you said this week we be able to asesa na well prosecutorial process no na so best start this week. I don't know if
I think it's very very important. They come mention what for na menka say JB.
Yes sir.
Ade ba ko a emu du pa wasase we so political power. Emu du ankasa very overriding and very overreaching. But the interesting aspect of it is sa political power near nema me no. It will either make you or make you. And you back abra Kwame Nkrumah every UK eba Ghana abra oye ne law we ya na oba Ghana no. He was nobody. But oba ya obenya political power enam the other year no. He became somebody.
Yeah.
So the political power made Kwame Nkrumah. Before Akufo-Addo be president, we were made to believe say he was somebody. But onya power no or the defame no hold to the sense that he has become nobody. So far as this whole political destiny is concerned. So a chance we need political power. Now when you before so be use no and the determine the kind of legacy and the kind of name you make for yourself.
Yeah.
Prior to the election, Adeba Kwana Ghana for Yinaya Kanwasam Galamsey. For the first time in the history of this country, na year quiet election and not economy only did a conversation, but it was Galamsey. A child how destructive it was at the time.
Yeah.
And the criminal negligence on the part of the government of the day said obey be found to the extent that there were reports. Man for evidence, a good president and him all that he needed to do was to act on it. But at the top of all this evidence, you know, yet now say not law. Making the press give the president power to use his own personal discretion to award forest reserve to individuals or more mining in this forest way. There were a lot of criminal activities are never perpetrated. So elections, no course of President Mahama Baye, the focus was on Galamsey because that was the leading conversation.
Yes.
But you see, transition it go slow. People wanted to see some drastic measures be buying a taking, but the government was in transition. I feel the government no form, so that form giddy no, and others will be. But I can tell you, sir, this past week we will be at war reservations so far as the fight against Galamsey is concerned. I think the government has demonstrated enough commitment within this week, saying they are really ready in the fight against corrupt this Galamsey thing. And I wish, sir, that particular way, no, because you see, it's one thing that is going to make or make the president, so far as his legacy is concerned, because your friend is a Ghana for our much interest. There's one subject that people in academia and stuff involved because our destinies are on the line. So I'm expecting that these measures are buying a take here or go after this Galamsey, you know, will not just end there. Debbie, with this Akwanta mines, there has been a lot of investigation reported as far as demonstrating clearly the involvement of this company in mining, especially our forest reserve and then there is a video that is making rounds. I will be a documentary. Capture how destructive this company has been in these areas. I must say forest reserve and so forth. When the minister did the press conference, I say we're revoking lands. For me, that is not enough. These people are criminals, and they should be telling to, or they should be talking to us measures how do you prosecute these individuals, because the level of distraction are causing. We can't just say you revoke licenses and then it ends there. Yes, it's good some people have been arrested, but then you see there be a mekasa okwa mining site nipa no mu guam na mo mutu no omo ko baade o e poverty na so omo and omo wuye into sa nema no enti ukochi sa nkrofo na you are not resolving Galamsey. That is why from Rollins Pens besi na soldier for ko nwuram ye chesi amanfo basi because uchesi omo the following day they will come. But the owners, the campaigns, you know, are highly connected individuals, just like my brother said. And these are people we should be going after. For instance, Okwa ground na excavators you have. which excavator abachi nipa. Do you know why?
Sure.
Because excavator no owner. Chances number no trace, you know the owner and whoever company crana or rent it out. You can follow the trade to know who and who rented that particular thing. So you trace to the real owners of these things. And I think that with the excavator bed 31 and I know Omakwachi, use those strategy to get to the core individuals now. We are responsible for this destructive behavior. You're mining, you're lancing, as if you say. Because these people are determined. For them, it is not some kind of a vocational. It's a full-time vocation they've employed. Say, this is what they will do. And on top of that, I'm also expecting, say, government will do everything to ensure, say, JB, your mineral regime, no, there be a same way. Some re-engineering because na Ghana atimia take the full ownership of our mineral destiny, because we cannot be owning tons of resources. Then foreign companies will come and mine and they'll give us royalties. No, it doesn't make sense at this present time. You understand? Because this time, the resources we have, say you're building the necessary infrastructure and then as a foreign. Trust me, it can take care of the people here. But people are benefiting, external people making money, and not cry they go no mutua. What time money including not here and the Chinese are coming. I'm happy the minister said some of the Chinese people are going to be prosecuted because defeated the earlier Niama Nanam Krum said, Yachi Chinese if I deport you more, Yansabene will move Chinese in a deport, no Nagan and Idewa Jelino. Does it make sense? So I think that foreigners now or more must be prosecuted. Magana for who several as deterrent to Obise Galamsey. Indeed, government is ready. Now again, Yebi, Oko in the past, announce a investigation.
Yeah.
Dr. Frimpong Watson a investigation. Adding a report by. These are criminal reporter. There is no expiry date in some of these things. I want government to revisit these issues. Are you sitting as for someone that's in the Nkrumah?
Yeah.
What Johnny?
What Johnny or Baba?
What Johnny?
Okay.
Oh, and crowd you can try people in absentia.
Of course.
Yes, it's a big deal.
And then real.
Yes.
Of course.
We can try you in absentia. So I know quite a way. We need to go after these individuals. As our binary term in that era is gone. No. Professor Frimpong Watson can be a key witness to Nema Ehapeyeno. Government needs to collaborate with him, get that particular evidence, and make sure that we follow through. And every single person in the past, involved in galamsey, we bring these people to justice. Because it cannot just happen, say, that chapter and you are close to, then we are moving forward. And then the same people are the MPP for and other people within the media are bold enough to sit on public. And they are criticizing John Mahama, say he's not fighting galamsey. When you had 8 good years, the president akwenta mine ya yache na ya ne nema adimu ye fence illegal and I said all pretty the same person was clear, just like my brother said ye fence koforudia wakoshia bishop and a president go use the platform no ka say akwenta mine nyanye bibia, but this is a company that is in the forest. Manase Koya investigation and several other reports came indicating that indeed the guy was in mining illegal mine na all cost in our forest reserve as a forum and every much crew our forest reserve. So I think that you see our approach and our effort in dealing with this thing must be ruthless. It doesn't matter Nipani NDC and MPP ni. All we know is that we want to preserve our forest and and going forward, JB. Yeah, negotiate your friend saying lands and as for instance that mine wine and government want to take over now. Nationalize all the assets. The resources be here let us go out there, get that particular service to come and work for us. At the end of the day, we own the resources. And again, this minor mining now you leave it to individuals. Government must begin to form companies. Now you're training individuals, they will be in charge at the back of these individuals, and they can employ young people to go into some of these mining areas. Now so that mining will be responsible mining, not those kind of winner yehua. Yes, sense as a for no, it doesn't make sense. So for me, I think that this effort I shall say must be renewed. And these criminals over the years more use galamsey. And unfortunately for us, galamsey no mukwayo munyo musikana. They come into the political space.
But the irony is that Akontam mining over the years, I think the first Mahama government was a Tamils government, one of them.
Okay.
The excavators cry,
yeah.
Then came another Dankwa Akufo-Addo. What the judgment them?
Yes.
Why are we reducing politics to this level where political differences do not matter irrespective of the judgment that goes in years back?
Yes, that is why the quality of men we put in leadership position. And I'm making about galamsey, and galamsey, I'm making it possible for a lot of idiots to win political power because of money. So such person who is not thinking about Nema Wogini, he's thinking about personal interest, the interest of his affiliate, friends, and then as a for them. But the core decisions that we need to make are our far-reaching consequences and impact in a positive on the fortunes of this country. You know, they will not take it because I can't mining illegal at the time. Now you're confiscating the Nema, now you're the same company was liberated because MPP was in power and it was giving full access. This time, not just mining areas or forest reserve. Yes, forest reserve. No, or no, after the year or two, now or some time be my man for or time we are. Yes, or 250 grand every way be a baby gold. Or did you go do any dollars? What in dollars a year? No, every month be an or you go 250 grand. And then your business now, you think the president was not in the know. National security will be a name or an echo. So I think there is me. I don't want to mention names. They are irrelevant. These are key people. Must say your name. It doesn't matter who they are. I think that the state must be ruthless. We a state. You cannot be merciful. You cannot. Your friend says show weakness. We need to demonstrate to the people of this country that government is fully in charge, and in things like this, not why you'll be scared venturing into some of these arenas. We need to make galamsey a high-risk venture for China and Yohanyo. But if we create a weak environment, these people will be importing these Chinese. They come with highly sophisticated equipment. They poison our soil, poison our water bodies. They destroy everything. At the end of the day, they take monies and they go away. You know, China, they are building gold reserve because they are shifting from the reliance on the offense a US dollar because of what is going on at the geopolitical arena. And we Poland through the whole world up a country back auto gold in the year is China because the central bank is behind it. They want to build a huge gold reserve when the Western world crypto they want the gold. That is why they've liberated these people who are more. Don't think that they are individuals. Because China is a communist state. Every company that comes here is operating at the instructions of the Chinese government. Assemble, they will get their backing. It's the reason why they forced Ghanaian government at the time, to deport individuals as Omoko jail. Because the government is behind it. We are talking about a communist state. So I think these are red lines that we need to look at as people. Now you protect young Kasaya dear. You greedy dear. Trust me, we will never get anywhere.
All right, but I say, Maminda Ivan Asena, me enche me bani ahwe ECG sensem so. But as usual, me start free Dr. Samuel Yehonomona yahwe ECG. But that's not no me pass that kese from Shedraka Mono Enterprise. Anka to say make sure say brother soye na fe ono endili bibia opibia no fa brother soye na fe ono ebe dili na bibia so tumi akoye. Now so doctor, my membra will hono bi na me hwe. What is happening to ECG? The doom soil is getting too much.
Of course. Enter the kind Ghana ni bia wo ho kwan. Say Oma ne how a dead because if you are ECG bills and to be out I say at a point in time or GD say the light ma or come
absolutely.
We are no more in an era or cast doom lights you can't have a timetable but it's a corner your timetable. We the NDC government we work at the pleasure of the people of Ghana. Ghana for in a year you tell inside the energy sector no? Because of how it was managed in the last 8 years, it's facing a lot of difficulties.
I see.
Free Abaimu in 2016, now a car ECG, the whole energy sector day was about 8 billion. And I'm in Okasa, it's about 70 billion.
Is it US dollars or Ghana cedis?
Ghana cedis. Sikampa, they tofang, won't power plant, Munaya power. Yabai being a day, and so there are major challenges in the energy sector. Of course, Ghana have every right. They have every obligation. So demand. They say I buy any and we na NDC abaya but almost say buy NDC one a significant investments in the energy sector atomo gas plants near the buy
sure
Asogli phase 2 near the buy car power and Mary water we need a lot of things yes and create ESLA energy sector levy act meno ka say a generate 45 billion Ghana cedis ni wa ye kono na e ka Ghana de only 8 billion obi eja 45 billion ewo e ka 8 billion what this 45 billion as akobo si another 70 billion account. I should tell you how the energy sector was managed. Ukoka almost we kept the lights on only the no more they be no more free oil carry forward na can economy. But the major issue here about the management of the energy sector, they don't do it. And Yaba, Ghana 4 years, there are major difficulties. At the same you solve it, do so before 2015. We are still putting in place measures to solve it. But Doomso has been lingering around, just that people are not honest. But I want to promise them. I said the government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Yabano. It said ye buy ye who a how na Ghana for do na wo ye buy say betting tax na emebunu kan wasem ye year fi ho na mo ye buy 11 no mo kan wasem ye year fi ho ye buy 1.5% withholding tax on unrefined gold ye year fi ho any a host of taxes are na e ha Ghana for ye year fi ho enti a gradual process. The energy sector difficulties have no. I can promise Ghana for say in only a few weeks or a few months. Sanema will not to be true. Indeed, we are currently
the previous government bought so whole energy sector. And is it legitimate? Or you are still looking into it?
Oh, of course, majority of them we are still looking into it. Now say you say Omako Kraniema Aba Ghana Niema they will need in the next 10 years. Nema will be here in the next 10 years. So to me, so Nema no so say in the next 5 years. Until by the time I next year 10 years, we do not Nema na ide.
I said that.
Sanema will na a procurement or more year in the last 8 years. And a car to Ghana so.
And Nema no be here the year Jumano. Or be here Nema in the next 10 years. And Omako Koton Nema no so be expire the next 5 years. And Nema na be Ghana.
And 20 years old plans and
say or general cat. And I near Manosu Begu or so. Yanom so atom.
So those ones are they legitimate or there's something?
I say I don't they have the right to do procurement from my but say
appropriate.
What measure ben the com? What was the need assessment and also motor? We don't know. Investigations are still going on. But the point I want to make to Ghana for the say one matuaba and Maakye say NDC abai better than an MPP regime yaba. It said ye no maybe a tremolo in the energy sector no. Ye be san Jessica to e de tua ye hoka na energy sector na jana so kai say asogli ne other power plants no mutimi do mo plants.
Yeah, sure.
Because of a car na Ghana de omo nyaye. Because a car ye tua na kakra. In fact, now it is better because Oma will say NDC abai we are a little we are modest and you can't ye de ose yo into mo gidi e wo yemu and as adum so nkete ya esi it has been happening in the last 8 years except that Ghana for have a higher expectation for the government because they know say we have done it before.
So when are you going to fix it?
Very soon. Very
how soon?
In fact there are some places what is actually happening and load shedding. Some of them, to be very honest with me, but some of them, to be very honest with you.
And people also claiming, so even some of the MPP members are claiming, yes, but MPP members for the current ECG boss do not share the same ideology with what President Mahama wore. And for that matter, you should look for somebody on the share the same ideology or equally fit enough.
Yes, I agree with Obia or expressing a view on the matter. The point is that President Mahama Obai, he's one president why an appointment very, very early. and gradually some of these appointments are now being done and some of the terminations are going on. The NDC and the people of Ghana should rest assured that President Mahama, he has been in this game for a very long time. When the president 4 years, up opposition 8 years, and Saba, he is by far one of the most experienced politicians and leaders you will ever get. And it is a beginning. The audience said, "I was a President Mahama here on year, no muso cheope." Now President Mahama will do it. And ti dum so ne electricity hu sensema abai. Me Ghana fobo.
Okay.
Say the matter will be solved and will be solved amicably. Ama Ghana for nyina ni age say you da ba amoto something ko to ye no anye kwa. Yesre Ghana for nyina say oyawo ne akonanda omu come because of the ekosi mo fa che.
All right.
And until amato abama ye.
Very well.
We work at your pleasure. Eye mumunti ena yete ya ye adwuma. Ye den hihye pa egu akwemu se sa problem ni na ye be solve.
All right. Lucius. Mbremo na.
Unyam da se. Dun so enkiti a na nsan yehu. Me gidi se Ghana ni bia obeka ho asem se o. Ya dun kania. Odika. Patriotic ase.
Yeah.
Because nipa de se owo aban na aban no ye aban a utie na uti jawo ma oye den oka de opa eboa ma amamu ye den ejina anka ne aban a atwam na ye hu bi sa nsem bi okra na ne ka no eden na of course se ohwe dun son kitinkiti a na nsan ye huhu a go na no se na meme wo convention asini bedun kania anumre nti ema eye
distorted kakra
achi asenti na ha adwen however no ne yehu eni untimu emfa sobo no nyina emmo ayi NDC aban patwa wati asie
eye no na Ghana for pe o
ai minimpa minimun say afi ne aban hiaba enti se o sorry na se nyema bi koso na wonhu se ekoso a emu ya na mom se ohun se aban no nso no o de nyema egu akwan mu se ne be ya nyema betimi ade ebetimi aye kama to se ne na menwe eka bibi about nyema akoso ECG se betimi koto mfidi a benhia ahu nyema bi anabeye no na ye bebotom nko anabedwen enti ekotia oman no because of say na akakra ma yato abanti no na akwa eti say be so because na say bi nsem a mete about say be kra nyema bi ha be contract will be say onko fa nyema mra nipa no nyema od beba no nyina no ne contract no end wo port ho no se bebe kre no nso no ye ECG for asem what you see
yeah
enso bebe timi so aja ECG betimi aja aniema no wo hono ma ama dimoreja ka niema no na fe de nipa na ono ko fa ade no baaye no wa asen afa akiri no wasena ko eden wakoto no wasen abeton de ama ECG bi what you see enti yesika na be eden be hwe ayi ofrensen ameri ni ye be de ko kumase one
yeah
Ekose or minus $36 million from IU. I do the free tech crab Ghana net none boys.
I said $4 million or something.
And Tino said, what the idea free techie ever Ghana? Now say around 4 million now. I think it's 3.6 million.
Yeah, almost 4 million.
Almost 4 million.
Yeah.
Now what the I didn't know Ghana hike. And not to cost $36 million. So you see, MPP for Adi in Samone Kessie, Ajaho. Now, and yet 1 day affair, Yem for 1 day per enye. Now, mum say, I cancel the Yedika. What you say? And to me, GDA say, send your President Mama air committed, say, or the obey Ghana, you know. Me GDA say, free sabrewi ekuye no sa ECG nsensem niema ewo ho no ma ema ase kanea no ntimi gyina so no ebe solve what you say
yeah
enti no the meka kire Ghana fo nyina say yenye den yenya twen honhom kakra what you say
okay
say nya twen honhom kakra me gidie say kasa na die sometimes emu ya ebi ni say na me kasa me convention ase abedum kanea what you say enti no ebi o ha no so eye bibi a ebi akra me kan say convention dey akra obi o ha na ne dey na oye no ewo financial returns bi so to meet certain demands bi ne nasefo na yadum kanea ebi a ono so any alternative generator bi anase plant bi a wo hono or rely on only ayi men kan say ECG anase ayi entino emu ya nipa no kan odi say oye dem oka but me gidie say yenya twan honhom kakra say ne president mama I committed no obe solve it.
But Ivan, so if you want to say if there's something fishy, I also ECG, I do so neighbor. What are we waiting for?
Baby, I think that for quite some time now, Adiabako Adiga Nenya Pa Ukruma ADFN state-owned enterprises. These are enterprises they are supposed to, work at the various strategic areas. Sabaya Ghana, a bit click.
Yeah.
So you can say it's one of the engines of the government machinery. Sure. But you see, for some time now, all these entities have become debt entities. Are more driver debt. Debt, no more, rise as a result of inefficiencies within these institutions because they are not accountable to anybody. ECG, we don't know messy up, or no politician will be an attempt. Bank of Ghana, man for messy up, others are now printing money, and as for inflation could do 50 something in Obia would know. I know that the politician will take the bashing. So some of these things are render these state institutions very inefficient. And sometimes when you walk in and you look at some of the decisions they make, you'll be shocked. Foolish decisions, reckless decisions are those decisions that are far-reaching consequences on the fortunes of this country. For instance, I know you care about your friends say ECG can near my own here. What will be the motivation? You need it next 10 years. Expiration date be 8 years. So you know very well say it doesn't make any sense in terms of logic to make such procurement. But because I know that they are not being held accountable, no, a politician will pick a call, Munya this order, me supplier, our China, Menena Kasa, and they will bring the things. The state will pay. So these inefficiencies in all these state institutions are so compromised to the stand say ECG TBBOT. ECG I say on neka. This is a company independent power producers as so why or power aboaro they don't sell power. When they produce the power they give it to ECG go and sell. Obano catches a technical and commercial losses here 42%. Now more than JB company bank and now be a produce power man second was a technical and commercial losses here 42%. That no company can be viable and that become a norm. Oh, it's okay. Now you're at home. Nobody is being fired. I brand here now not Obetra TV3 former MD justifying this reckless spending in as a fire. Yes, yes. Under his watch, a lot of these things went on. And for me, I resign. And I'm a some sense of decency. Be at least what draw back. Now I hire a bit to be a way. But he was defending some of those nauseating stuff. So you see, for me, the doomsday situation, you know, are quite obvious. But then you see, you can't governance. You can't go Bobby so baby. I just say Bimia Aquenia called kind back and son of Bobby. Governance, my culture say, is an act. It's flexible. And sometimes you can contextualize it just to fit one kasa or terrain because obia circumstance are different. Says the books have been opened. Every reasonable mind behind the catching the MPP aban bogu ho man for who say power sector no there is a crisis. Who doesn't know? Unless you are not ready to accept the reality. That is the reality yet home. But you see, Doomsona shall say eba.
Which is worrying. And tell them, everybody is entitled to express that particular thing. So what you need to do is constant engagement with the people. Tell them what is happening. Yeah.
Because Ghanaians understand the problem. But what they will not agree with you is all of a sudden lights, eba. without anybody being told anybody anything.
As it stands now, I don't know there, but there is no reason or justification to why I will do so.
No, there is a reason, but nobody is telling you. That's the reason why. So that
Doctor Triana Kanya.
And I make us say in the past, you know, some of these mistakes occur. So
yeah.
Abra John Mahama about 2016, you know. Do you know say of free power? Years after, and said a man for who said or see your friend is a Legon hospital.
Yeah.
Years after, before a man for who said Nema or yeah. So I think communication is key. There is a problem on daily basis, you know, update people, doing such situation, saying that here people will agree with you because government is are buying the magic.
Yeah.
And that's sorry, and Nema was and Nema no. People know so there is a problem, but the energy ministry must consistently be engaging people, update people, let people know. Hey, Hannah, this is the situation, and the lights never cut off. Mamma be tema, and that mom prepare. This is what is going to happen. When you inform, you see, lights in a call for home, and your lights in a call off for the yaman for a hero. And yet, the fact that you don't know, a crowd, you don't know when it is coming.
Yeah,
I think that where our governance are getting to know, we need to move beyond this. In other jurisdictions like America and Forum, some of the company lights in a call offer, they send a text message as telling you why and when it will come. With maybe you're not much advanced to get there, but radio announcement that kind of way, let people know, let them understand. Then Maakye said governance is a public enterprise. So, and you be in the department and Sabia Sarana 12 o'clock, I baby, or Mokoyano Maba. No. A public enterprise, you need to inform people, let people know. That is why I call White House Donald Trump. Every day he's behind the cameras, communicating his own policies in his own voice for people to know what he's doing on daily basis. I think the president should be doing weekly that kind of way, and then White House, the press secretary, every blessed day, so answering question from your friend is saying
the media,
because you don't leave doubt. Governance is such that you don't create a vacuum. But the very moment you create a vacuum, people will fill it, and whatever they fill it with, you don't have any control. Because people will fill it with propaganda, misinformation, whatever. You can't control. So for me, you don't create room. But Sankayabana Yama reason. This is why there is doom so.
Yeah.
And the very people they are the same people on social media, and then they are tagging John Mahama to do so, but they are the very people who caused the problem. So why don't you tell people, explain people, say these are the challenges, we are doing our best, here we are, and let's say so people are in the know. But what's also now you hold information to your chest, you don't speak to anybody. Sometimes people want information and then suddenly Obia who said sa WhatsApp now we send a message I take a blue no and now people know how to disable that particular. They are sending the message and take a crowd of our kind. You see, I don't know why we don't learn as people. Power no JB. However long you stay, it will expire. Rollins to me Obenya no be no Obenya be do Ghana how 21 years in power in military uniform. He wielded absolute power and the Rollins were ever.
Because from the old canon, as it starts now, me try me bills away. Ebia me can any duma.
Yes.
Me should prepare.
Yes.
I'm expecting some may enjoy power.
Yes.
E can be wo no more, and as be atochima wo no more. Ye stakeholders.
Yes.
Leading stakeholders.
Yes.
We should be of the known say this is the reason why this and this and that is happening.
You need to understand, sir, there can never be a situation a power sector in your problem. There is a problem.
Absolutely.
Communicate. Tell people every day, engage them. Let them know why this is happening. Why and then 2 o'clock or light back off because of this situation. Tell people I'm not against light now air off, no, but I'm against the lack in terms of flow of information. Updating people, let them know, explain, because already know book now by OPS, you know. On my who say we had just about 48-hour power, your friends say emergency way. The President Mahama made commitment to say he will do everything at the early stage things were going away. So at this point in time, the ministry need to take over, engage people, public update, you know, give them anyasa. You are giving arsenals to your enemies. And the MPP is out of power. There are people on social media calling John Mahama, Doomso John Mahama, when they know they created a problem. Elections, you know, that time a free crew near to so. A current abwabo and see hono. And again, ECG issue nearby a man for tongue cables and as a forum no. we need to revisit that particular issue, because the crisis we are in today is as a result of this criminal negligence and the complicity of some people in the past administration. Why are they working free? This ECG cable matter must be revisited full glare, and every single individual will be
Is the NDC and, for that matter, John Mahama ready to visit that issue?
Oh, no. At this time, it's not just about NDC. It is about John Mahama. Governance level, and the caliber of young people who are coming, and how Ghanaians have become so much receptive and interested in issues of politics. You have no choice. People will determine what to do. One year you are digging your own grave, and the president, as a very experienced politician, he understands these things. You understand? So punishing crime is something you can never forgo at this time, because young people are out there asking questions, because there were criminal activities all over. You and I were here. We are all sitting on this platform. Yeah, boom, the corruption. Now corruption now prosecuted. So I think that the president understands this. Let us take this fight. You see, Maakye says, and weakness has no space in politics.
Yeah,
you need to be strong. You need to be very frontal. You don't care about what people will say, so far as you know what you're doing is right. That is what you need to do, because Nipana committee crime. We can't live in a country where somebody will just wake up a day because signals brew wine. Now I walk into estate. A dying among kind 27 man will take album now more dama. Jebi, Sikan Babi Onya no. On declare will be a name, and these things as you see, and a man for best or say, or a party in the press conference I could defend them. I'm telling you, press conference and as I'm the soldier for Samunina. Such nonsense must not be tolerated, because we are talking about issues of criminality. Oko other jurors now I'm back catch as a South Korea president and Kasa Omotuno. One say ya on Betuaba. Do you know what he did? He declared a martial law. I'm a soldier for Korea parliament. That action was deemed unconstitutional by parliament. I'm passive vote of no confidence. Supreme Court unanimous decision. South Korea preparation to go into election. The whole president though. How much more? Yes, some obviously infinitesimal will be on an ECG. We need to be very aggressive in our approach. Now you're making sure this time round, young people are available. They've taken vested interest in politics. They are monitoring. They see how things are going, and they want to take some key decision. Don't forget Akufo-Addo. Na a mad handkerchief, a saffron man, and so Okabuso Kaya. Na a moji tax at the man. Or Bacono, na a man on Babono. By the same person, nothing has changed because of a Brababoni on the power of the boy. You understand? Yeah. So when you win a political power, it's an opportunity. So, those who pursue wealth, they are narrow-minded, twisted individuals, and they don't even understand governance. Come catch a common chroma back, Romano, no one Rachel. But the name in Nkrumah left because of the legacy he built. His name will live forever. Who remember Obiawasi 26 buildings that were easily gone? Now, because I know the day you may be the richest person in Ghana, you can't feed everybody. The poorest person in Ghana, ODD. He's the poorest. He will eat tomorrow. So when you get power, make positive impact, and that is the most important thing.
Very well, Doctor. So, as a more like a communication, the flow of communication, especially with the Doomso thing. So, is there any avenue? Is there any reason why? Because it's a Ghana for whom they enjoy value for money.
Oh, some of these things, it is in the bosom of ECG.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. I think hereby I had several press conferences. I'm the energy minister. I address the public about the state of the energy sector. There's even a plan to build another gas plant. Okay. What have you had? So the communication is ongoing. Of course, Ghana are asking for more. There's no difficulty. Like I said earlier, we work at the pleasure of Ghanaians. If at any point in time, I'm not going to say your communication, and my yet said your mopena, we'll ramp it up and do what we need to do to make sure say the issues, about many. So that is the point. But the point must be made. Say where we are now, no credit or one.
Is there anything that can be? You will be able to be a dear Fahwana? Said the baby away in ya.
Of course, I don't think Ghana for to Obama. I talk about my very significant changes in the energy sector. Ghana for us to Obama. We are still putting in place measures a day. Stable electricity, stable power. You buy independent power producers. Yet you have a breaker. kaka yetu ya allocate scar for fuel and ya dey okay say ya buy na fuel mpo power plant be bi ni hono ya buy ya ye ni na ama ene bibia akoso boko. The point is that governance is a process. The difficulties now we in Ghana for her so the two abamaye. It is those difficulties now we solve. But the point must be made. So why we are no, to be very honest, and yet every sphere of our national life, our social life, a car ababedi them. What they make us say. Enti near marketing get was say the system no etiminyane ekọ enimni na no has become a difficulty.
All right.
We want to promise the people of Ghana said ntroma to abamaye. Ye den hyehyɛ pa begu akwamu na yaye. Complaints the brain no and also yen on the part of government yes side no. We don't want to complain so
I say it too early. I say it too early.
I say we don't want
the complaints are becoming too early. As at the end
we don't want to engage in that. I know that Ghana for our mind to move some question and so okay. Yeah indeed. Yeah by 120 day social contract. The last time I came out of 25 president were 19 Thursday on launch the free sanitary pad project.
I see. Coming Thursday.
Yes, I allocated about 300 million to that. Yeah by levy, betting tax. You can say free senior high school. Decentralized feeding. Allocated 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. Maakye projects. Launch 1 million codes program. Launch a Jumara program. Launch national apprenticeship program. Technical committee. Launch. So many of these programs are present. Mama can't so in the first 120 days. Why they? Why energy sector difficulty. It be about the people of Ghana more comfort any energy any more right as Ghanaians about your taxes I was almost a canon. The government of John Dramani Mahama ready to assuage the plight of the people. In the energy sector I be difficult she be me Ghana for in a matter of 2-3 months there will be past tense. What's the name? All right. Some of my Ghana phone.
All right. Lucius.
Yeah.
Now, my phone wrap you up on this issue. Yeah.
The Becca said the Ivan Kayano say I said there's lack of communication. I feel say Odika. So say now Dr. Eka say ministry no aye press conference and that is at the ministry level.
Yeah.
And so at the sector level no me feel say say ECG ankasa on daily basis say dia light be go off and I say ebe gina so ana brea e de be ko off no say betim magana for edin ehu what you say because a light e be ko off on hwe time adno so beba no unim se unim time o light de be ko off e bia me gidi se niam bi wo ho man ka be den obeye ansana akọ off what you say me e bia se light no so kra akọ off unim time light de beba enti no ye wo bibi wo ho na se o pese o ya o de kwa akọhye that period be se light wo to ho no na light go off wo ho no na aba and then the me feel say ECG for the Ghana for ending year. So once at the ministry no ye na fam there me so me ECG say ben so no be ma information ye den enflow cause at least obia ne o yusu kania bia no otua ho ka enti no ohia service no once ani pana tua no kwade na chese wa ready say obeden obese evnu nche okutua e ene kura no thank God say ye nyusu ayi no bim anka no wo ho boso postpaid enti no prepaid enti once ani pana kwa akoto ayi power no nko ade e de abehiem na chese watuaka owo botaye nti okoeden okotoye enti no ese oso utimi eserve no wo hwe na se serve dadaroma even Facebook kura and I say other social media handles no say who page you crowd to one me gidi say man for be share enti no say pa say light be ko off and I say information o money pa enti there uni any justification to that effect say untimu nchege enti and I say untimu nka kwan kura obetimi reaching out to the people. We have several avenues obetimi they are reaching out to the general public.
Ivan,
yeah, Debbie.
Wait a moment, just 1 minute.
Okay, but some I can feed into the inefficiencies.
Yes.
You see, as some way by ECJ, you want to be given that update.
Yeah.
But is there now the ministry, then through government. But because Obiam Fajan to a much, they feel so normal,
very comfortable.
Kind of attitude. So I think that is why we need to be very frontal and instill some sense of discipline into some of these state-owned enterprises. And some of the decisions I have reckless or take it with you because that internal culture, no. Give prominence to that kind of inefficiency. No, we need to, you see, resetting not just state institution in the here and some of these agencies in they take the fat salary at the time. Bank of Ghana air running loss, our loss near unprecedented in our history. No, now you're to gold watching as for the map. Your friends board members.
Board members, yeah.
Yes, they were paying themselves allowances 500,000, 5 billion per each individual. At the time, the company Air Boca in our history, they were printing money.
We will a handshake. Governor Maakye so shaking hands with all the staff members into be 20,000. Hey,
so and just imagine, not 10 years or not, your friends saying district baby all your operation. Obi blood, agasia guneni, nani pano HIV, now why are you infected forever no, or then the family in FACO.
Yeah.
The risk these people are going through, people rendering essential services, Obi baby because of way and you see sometimes anything on mining you know because you see on mining yebi. And yet those up there is the efficiency on the ground. People workforce no more honor. How are we energizing them? Almost very motivated and they work.
Very well. Very well. Mami now I say Ivan Chi, innocent, youth activist, youth activist. Mami Kanisa, me that say for your time this morning. And me Lucius. So this is what NDC communication team member now.
Me part of the national communication team.
Oh, okay. I'm castle a PPP. Don't mind me. And of course, Dr. Samia is a member of the communication team. Ewo Abaike Semu. Doctor, that's it for your time this morning. So, enche na yaba sorry so anesa na afi yetumi but yenye birthday bi had mo say ewo ha to Pastor Frank Onua of Grace Basilia International Church Bwedi. It's your birthday and to from the entire family omo wish Pastor Frank Onua of Grace Basilia International Church ewo Bwedi. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday and a gracious birthday to you as well. Nyakupo Inshra na Unichair. My name is star 439 hash. Na yeah. So finally, me and Mao Akwenya now so trebi star 439 hash. Na wafa option number 3. Na what me enya iska edi ago bottom star 439 hash. Na fe what me afa option number 3. Yes, na fe when you sky edi ago bottom na osu what me edi. Then Tuesday, we check 1,000, check 2,000, check 3,000, you check 4,000, and a 5,000. Into also one what you say also bit me a chebi. Mamifa as that from star for yes. Star 439 hash now for option number 3. So na fe also what me anya ska edi 4,000. Ebedi 5,000, ebedi 2,000. Na fe ebetumi anya sika hodo bebre ede agu ebotum na fe bibia so tumi akoye ede amaye. Ti bobodi answer also be star 439 hash ni bi na wafa option number 3 na itumi ediska. All right, nti mamefa nchi akese ne asida kese fama miaminu akufo clothings. Ono ne pa matade de share me kufo is doing so well and of course one of the best designers at your wall. The number is 0241 911617. 0241 911617. Atade she mi so pese kufo epembi mawa. Obetumi afre no nafe. Otumi atwaw atumu yopo. And to our very beautiful sister Mercy, today is your birthday. She's our friend, our sister, our everything. Ene wawuda. She's our love, she's our sister, she's our friend, she's our companion, she's everything. Mercy. Ene wawuda. Happy birthday to you from all of us. From all of us. You see your pa. It's a birthday and happy glorious birthday to you, Mercy. Nyame Shrao. Na omao enye kese umpaya waboni na no nyame to super efenguso efamao. Happy birthday. Tago.
Yempo say bacho ya boka shas ni na wi ho. Akala so dem mi empratu me. Star 439 hash. Star 439 hash abusian for where last hour, you know. Yen last hour for yena your course near take class that you know. Dear can 212 about yen can be unti a voice. Into yena ye cha last hour no. Me patch star 439 hash. Mama ye honya hantem. Mama ye fa become that a train kakra na ye mom be 2 minutes bi hwe so betimi atwa bia ka ho a. Na 2124 no. Mama ye fa nguso. Pasha make sure send 10 years say sia betimi aye miracles bi na why ya to 1 way 5555 sa 55 na ye mo last one no na ju sika boko fa kofie we uji a emmo so nchire obia wa usika nya obia dia ye ready ana all right hand way
and they say over
over your birthday yes
and they say unye twa but more dey na twa na last hour be ma 5000 wedi
212
but for now happy birthday to Robert Kwansa our general manager the man Top Ideas Roofing. More success story to your life. I love you, and it's coming from Obiba Nana Ejane Sikapa. Or say ene Robert Kwansa, your general manager the Top Ideas Roofing. Or say nyame shroud or doye papa nyame enshroud na onto super enfangu umfieso abraene eyewa wode. And to all everybody celebrating his or her birthday today. It's a beautiful day and enjoy this very blessed day as you celebrate your birthday. Enti yefa tago afi be maskana na afi
pasha mama ye na afi ye mprentum quick.
Yes.
Na ye yiska.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Enti 0535847 ... Pasha wow number ewo TV see ewo Facebook we see ene anopa awie wadi cash out e da se ye catch them se muntwa ye na so wabo mpa ye digidi atechire a wadu sika boko e de ahye obotom ya me onsha would spend dia jabi na ochina watimi e de budget ochina 2000 share Wednesday right o de budget 2000 na ya wada so abedi 3000 boko na jabi before be ko nim se enra na Pope Francis owuyo
yes
ene ya na tumpam
Kwakwe da yi kwa Saturday. Saturday kra be da yi. E be dum da chisika sa.
Ye nya ho.
Ina da je kra.
Debe. Wa se ka fe de do be shem battery.
Oh, de ne yo. Hwe. Be fresh water. There is another birthday one we say by you from that. Yes, sorry so. So happy birthday going out to you, Stella. God bless you, and it's coming from the entire family. Stella, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, and it's coming from the entire family. And a happy birthday to Bernard Tay. Hope you've had a very lovely celebration today. To the glory of God. Every Benjamin, Geisha, Junior, and to all your loved ones. Omina show a very glorious happy birthday today. Nyame ento super enfangu ufieso abrene udi wawude. Nyame eshra bebre. Menim de se your friend if na fit agon in akasa ne wadi 5000 na no pay is that they kwamwa the pa they kwamwa the pop 5000 cities on a early Tuesday morning like this is not a joke oh share what's that now what's me get your what's me get your I don't but two way she
hello? Oh, my Maybako! Hey, sister, what is Ghana? Now say my moody cash out to mo secret here day.
Me ko pay for so.
Now say a man na mo shada di cash out pao. E do na ya na.
Ya bro.
Maje mo say.
Rita.
Sister Rita free here. Nungwa heya. And I say ya dey betimi aba bejim share area. Ba cha no person abegu phone so.
And so me dey send
Say na abegu phone so.
Okay.
Ba cha what is saying what cash out ho?
But don't mind.
Say na who receive we from cash out. Oh, Sister Rita, baby, I want to you a my conversation in your day. Bacho, Rita and common yentimin to us or 7 or cano, yentini ye. JB, one says a man or yet Shamo say I wado.
Meko paying for one if you check out. Mako convention about who Mako Swami.
It's a convention.
All right. So, on behalf of the entire production team, headed by Godwin Kwekutete, and of course, Director Ontario, Mr. Chu, and the rest of the team, the cameramen, every single body, and of course, Echo, and
Bismarck.
Mr. Bismarck, and everybody, Obibia, sound man, and every single person, and especially we appreciate you so much. Yami, I don't know about it, so have a good morning and a blessed day.